see who has a heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
Let me see your war face. Ah! You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face. Ah! You don't scare me. Work on it.
Welcome to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live on location. Don't go away, Applebee's Tailgate Talk is next. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Daily and Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daily & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daily & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 800 Highway 72 West, Suite K in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. Be listening for Limestone County Area High School basketball this season from Play Action Sports. Hear coverage of girls and boys action from ABS, Ardmore, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Lindsay Lane, Tanner, and West Limestone online at PASnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device or on your Play Action Sports app. Afterwards, you can download each game from the archives or stream it on demand. While you're there, check out our schedule of upcoming games. Limestone County Area High School basketball from Play Action Sports.
Hi, this is Athens girls basketball coach Tiffany Tucker, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Hey, good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here, alongside one Adam 12 Dodson, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and we are broadcasting live, as you can hear it, from the gymnasium at Clements High School. County tournament finals are going today. Right now, I believe it's the middle school boys that are playing, Elkmont and East Limestone, excuse me. Look for us on Facebook at Applebee's Tailgate Talk and on Instagram or Twitter at Tailgate Talk AL. Visit us online at tailgatetalk.net to get scores and archives of past shows. You can also vote on this week's Athlete of the Week poll and enter nominations for future polls, as well as find the links to download the PAS Plus app. It's brand new, ladies and gentlemen, PAS Plus for your Android or iOS devices. Follow the Tailgate Talk podcast on iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, Google, and other popular podcast platforms. Hear us on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus. You can also call or text us during the show at 256-812-1TGT. That's 256-812-1848 for the layperson. Our call-in guests come via the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. The special guest segment is also sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing. There's that famous line in Dumb and Dumber, they breed canines. That's dogs for the layperson.
Okay.
We got a great show coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We got coaches lined up, coaches galore lined up. Coach Shane Childress, the CHS girls, will be joining us. Coach Justin Taylor, West Limestone boys, will be joining us. And Jessica, is that Thompson? Yeah, I wrote that right. I spelled it right. I just couldn't read it. The East Limestone High School girls coach will be joining us. Coach Kyle Owens is going to come up here and talk to us too, isn't he? We're going to try.
Yeah, he, this is his second year in a row having to deal with organizing the county tournament. So, if he's still alive.
He's busier than a one-legged man in a paper hanging contest, I bet.
Yep.
We'll have our weekly meeting here with Clay Coleman, Freak Daddy, and our Swami of the SEC, Mr. A.P. Steadham. We'll talk big Havoc win last night with Freak Daddy. Our special guest calling in on the special guest hotline, sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing, will be Darryl Fuhrman with the National Lettermen's Association.
Lettermen of the USA.
Lettermen of the USA. I was close. I should have written it down.
Yeah, they got their big shindig coming up first part of next month.
Yeah. You going to be able to make it this year?
Nope.
No?
No, I think I've got a basketball game now.
Oh.
I wish I could.
Gotcha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll make one special announcement. We have a brand new senior citizen on staff. Today is producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert's 65th birthday. Everybody join me in wishing him happy 6'5",
You young whippersnapper.
Yelling at clouds.
Yeah. Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. That's good. Oh, me. Well, I tell you what, let's toss it over to producer extraordinaire, birthday man himself, Tim Lambert, for
scores and more.
All righty, we had some basketball last night other than the county tournament. Chattahoochee Valley women defeated Calhoun 78-71.
That's way down yonder.
I believe you're correct.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Down in the valley.
What? No, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty hot.
Don't say anything about a hoochie coochie.
I wasn't. I was saying
it just says hot.
I just brought it up, didn't I?
Yes, you did. It's your birthday. It's okay.
But now, it's the Calhoun men. Now, you missed a game if you didn't go to that one. They went into overtime. They won their game 76-74. Same guy hit the buzzer beater at the end of regulation and then gave him the win at the buzzer. And
do you remember his name?
I can't remember his name.
Well,
Kyrie something. Sorry.
Clutch. Ice in his veins.
And both of them. I mean, the one at the end of regulation was kind of sideways. And I thought, no, but it went. And then he kind of stepped back, did a fadeaway for three at the end, and it went too.
Nothing but net.
So that was a good game. ABS girls beat Whitesburg Christian 43-24.
There you go, girls.
Lindsay Lane boys lost to Shoals Christian 50-45. Athens varsity teams got swept. The girls lost 46-31. A double overtime game. The boys lost 53-49.
Dang.
James Clemens girls beat Austin 55-43, but the Jets went down 71-65. Congratulations to the East Limestone girls bowling team. They won the regional tournament.
Yep.
And so they will advance to state. Also, another East Limestone congratulations to Montre Johnson, committed to Ottawa University football. So
Ottawa University? Where is that?
I don't know.
Wow. It doesn't sound close.
Canada.
It does sound like it's Canada. I don't know if it is though. That's a good question.
And that's another one I meant to check on. So Anyway, but there you go. Scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Before we go, you remember our buddy Pat King when we first started getting bowling teams from Akron?
Yeah.
Come on the show. And he's been coaching up there for a long time. It actually had a matchup between him and his daughter. It got a write-up because his daughter ended up as a teacher and a bowling coach as well.
Oh.
So he sends me this picture Monday. The picture of him and the girls' team, tournament champions, first tourney championship in 21-year program history. Congratulations, PJ. I'm probably not listening, but I'm giving you a shout-out so you can go hear it on the archives if you want.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I just caught a glimpse of one Coach Legg, also looks like character on Mayhem.
I think of him now every time I see those.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Mayhem has arrived on set, ladies and gentlemen.
He's walked up.
It's my favorite left-handed principal. Is what I'm gonna call it.
Left-handed principal.
He showed me.
Us lefties have to sit together.
He showed me where the hospitality room is.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Adam has participated a few times.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's free, it's for me in 2023. Is that
that's the moniker for a lot of people here. It's not. It's just to go in, enjoy, and leave. Some go in and never come out. Unbelievable.
That would be Bama's act, wouldn't it?
Hey, 1,000% yes, it would be. It sure would be. How you guys' signal seems to be doing good here.
So far,
Seems
awesome.
So far.
Awesome.
He's had something go on a little while ago, but it was not signal related. So.
Awesome.
Sorry, I should have kept
You see
my mouth
how I
shut.
reserved this for Applebee's Tailgate Talk?
Man, we appreciate you, brother. This is really nice. I mean, taking it to the top level.
Well, actually, it's like I told Tim, we couldn't conduct a basketball game here because of the sounds of balls being thrown off the wall, and it's a liability. So we're not doing that anymore. They come to the game, they can watch the game.
I noticed that you've got the barriers up. No horseplay.
Yeah.
Nobody past this line.
Actually, I told our custodians to put no playing, and they went no horseplay or whatever. I like it.
It's Clements. I mean, there's a lot of horses out here.
It sure is. It's exactly right. Hey, man, big night last night. We had a big crowd here and standing room only. We're standing all over the place. And, now AHSAA sent out a rule that you can't stand along the edge there. You got to move over to the side. But they hadn't enforced it all week until last night with about 3 minutes to go with West versus Tanner, which was a great game.
Yes.
It was worth a $10 ticket last night, and we played Elkmont before then in girls, and that game was okay for a while, and then last night that Tanner and West game was a bloodbath, man. It was a good
Really?
one. Yes, sir.
Well, how's Coach Taylor doing? I haven't seen him coaching forever. Is he
man.
still? Because when he was 25 coaching at West Limestone,
A little different, man, but now I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like Coach Taylor does as good a job as anybody around here as far as preparing dudes. Now, he's got a couple good players out there, but he does such a good job of studying the opponent, knowing what's going on. And I feel like it's just, I don't mind saying I think he's one of the best boys basketball coaches around.
Yeah.
If he was anywhere, he could take anybody's team and make them successful. And Justin hadn't paid me to say that.
No. He'd probably fuss at you if you knew about it.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's got honeybees, so that's cool.
That's right.
Really cool.
I have to say this, though. Tonight's championship game, Tanner, East versus Clements, I'm going to toot right here. Had a hand in hiring both of those people, and they're in the championship. I'm doing pretty good.
So you say
if you need me to come hire somebody, I'll do it.
There you go.
Jessica's doing a great job at East. Man, they're on board and they're good. Coach Childress here, he's doing a good job with our girls. Has got them on board, got them working hard. They shoot every morning 6:30. They're fired up about it, and they love each other, which I think that's huge in high school sports. Is you got to have a lot of love for each other and be able to get along with each other. Or you're not going to win.
Got to have the chemistry. That's right.
And he was telling me this morning, if they win tonight, it's pretty much a done deal. They've won the area.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, that tiebreaker system in high school athletics is crazy, and that's one of the stipulations. So I hope we do, but we play a lot more difficult opponent tonight than Lauderdale County does, in my opinion. So.
All right. Well, Coach, hang with us for a while, buddy. It's time to take a break. And, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We're broadcasting live from the Clements High School Gymnasium County Tournament. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus, and hear it in crystal clear quality. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community recognizes. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Dakota McNair from West Limestone High School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great.
Located at 1880 Highway 72 East and 321 South Jefferson Street in Athens. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's 2023, and it's the year of the gig. Gig Speed Internet has the power to change lives, starting right where you live. Slay your workouts this year. Stream your sets, track your runs, chart your gains. Call WKNT at 877-954-8748 to get your gig life started today. That's 877-954-8748.
Addiction can have a crippling effect on everyone involved, leading to health problems and behavioral disorders. SOAR Addiction Recovery can help with their comprehensive and confidential treatment. SOAR understands the heartache and pain of addiction and can empower you to re-engage in a meaningful life. If you or someone you know needs help, don't wait. Call SOAR Addiction Recovery. That's SOAR at 374-3858. Located at 30521 Ardmore Avenue in Ardmore. It's time for you to soar. Call now, 374-3858. SOAR Addiction Recovery.
The world is changing.
The Tailgate Talk app has changed. It's got a new name and a new look. It's now known as PAS Plus, and it's your home for Applebee's Tailgate Talk, along with James Clements Sports and Calhoun Basketball.
Change, never heard, huh?
Look for the download links at PASnetwork.net or TailgateTalk.net. PAS Plus, Play Action Sports, plus a little extra. PAS Plus from Play Action Sports.
Hey, this is Kez McCorvey, former Florida State All-American wide receiver and Detroit Lion, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. I'm all about that action. I'm all about that action. I said I'm all about that action.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tom Cat here alongside 1 Adam 12 Dodson.
That is awesome.
Coach Clint Legg, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and we've got our Swami of the SEC, Mr. AP Steadham online. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be in Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
Yeah, man, it feels like I haven't talked to you in a month.
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
Yeah, business, buddy. Business travel's got me out there.
I hear you.
What's going on? What's going on new down in LA, bud?
Oh yeah, we're just getting ready for the Senior Bowl. We have a new format. You know, they're going to have not a staff of coaches from one particular team, so it'll be a combination of coaches from around the league. Some up-and-coming coaches are trying to get people opportunities. So we look forward to that. One of the coaches from Detroit, the former linebacker at Alabama. Hamilton. Was it Deion Hamilton, right?
Sean Deion Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's going to be one of the coaches, so that'll be fun to talk to him.
Okay.
He's coaching up there in Detroit.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, AP, I think that I'm one of the major sponsors of the Senior Bowl because I've ate enough Reese's. It's a Reese's Senior Bowl, Reese's Cups to sponsor those guys down there.
It should be slash and then your name, Reese's,
Yes,
and
sir.
then
Yes,
put
sir.
your name in there. I understand.
I love them.
I understand.
Yeah, so what are some things that you're looking for down there? Like, what are some big storylines you're going to be paying attention to?
Well, we're always checking out the quarterbacks up close and personal because you can watch them throw in practice. I like to watch them and see how they handle their business down there. Are they accurate with their throws? And then the game itself is kind of anticlimactic, really. It's the practices that people watch. So, Alabama's got 8 or 9 players. I think the SEC has about either 28 or 29 players. I was counting that up the other day. And we had our guest this past week was Jim Nagy, the Senior Bowl executive director.
Okay.
So, but it's a good ball game. You get the top players in this game. So you're looking at the linemen, because, you really got to build your team with the linemen. We had that discussion and say, outside of the quarterback, what should you draft to build your team? And Jim was saying that you really have to draft those linemen to get it going.
Right.
I mean, that's critically important. So you watch some of those matchups in practice the offensive line versus the defensive line. But those are some of the things we'll look at.
Coach Freeze will tell you that it starts with linemen. At Auburn.
I guess so.
That's what he went after in the transfer portal.
Yeah, he was. Where's the beef? Not on his watch. He was.
Exactly.
I'm after the beef. Yeah, we're gonna have some beef for sure. No, he's smart about it.
AP, I got one question about one former Auburn player that's down there.
Yes.
Eku Leota.
Yeah.
And he was set to have a banner year, senior year at Auburn, and just got injured early. Didn't play anymore. Are you hanging around the defensive ends, the edges, getting an idea about that?
Yeah, we're going to be speaking to some of the Hall. We're going to be speaking to Derek Hall.
Oh,
right?
Excellent.
Yeah, we're going to talk to him on Monday at the luncheon, but they won't start the practice till the next week. But we're going to meet with a few Alabama, Auburn, and Troy players on Monday at the luncheon.
Excellent.
Yeah, because they're training in Pensacola.
Sweet.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, if somebody has a season that was up and down, mediocre, you have a chance to perform against some of the best players and let the scouts know that, okay, I didn't maybe perform as well, but you see that I have the physical and the mental capacity to be a contributor to your team. So that's why this game is critical for some players.
Very much so. Very much so. Y'all got anything for us?
Yeah, I got a question not related to the Senior Bowl, but, man, give us something you know about what's going on with Alabama with the defensive coordinator and what's going to happen to my man Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien, he promised the 2 years, so I think that was, he kept his bargain, but I think he'll be moving on. But the defensive side, we have Leonard out of Wisconsin. Nick Saban's a person who's always looking for different ideas. We've seen that on the offensive side. Mm-hmm. Now, will he take that to the defensive level? Now you have Jeremy Pruitt also, and then there's the other candidate is out of Georgia, the young coach, Rich Schumann, right? They said he's very smart.
That's right.
And so I'm thinking maybe it's among those three, somebody from among those three. But he's a very smart coach from the University of Georgia who was at Alabama.
Absolutely. Now, I'm looking forward. I really, personally, I like Leonard because I think he brings in some different ideas, and he's done a great job at Wisconsin with the guys he's had,
Yeah. I think because, you trained those other two players.
Yes.
So what are they going to bring to you? Coach Bryant had a saying, I don't want anybody around here as dumb as me.
That's right. Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
Or to put it in another words, I want somebody smarter than me. So
yes.
You could say it two different ways, but it means the same thing.
Yeah, I'm looking through the list here of the Senior Bowl guys. Man, numerous guys from places like Florida A&M, and Army and places like that where they can get a chance to shine. And like you said, I think there's 8 teams left in the playoffs, and if you look at each one of those teams, it's a common denominator of each one of those teams. They've got a great offensive line. I think the Eagles has one of the best around. The 49ers have a great offensive line, and so do the Kansas City Chiefs, even though I hate to say that, but they got a pretty good offensive line. I think those guys there, it's a necessity, because when you look at teams that's bad, like the Titans, their offensive line is awful. Tua's getting killed because the offensive line is awful. Mac Jones, awful offensive line. And my Las Vegas Raiders is terrible because of the offensive line. So I think it's a big need.
No, and they've tried to upgrade, I think, with the Raiders, but it hasn't worked out for them. But, Cincinnati made the Super Bowl with all those sacks. Joe Burrow, he's a tough hombre, and he was able to overcome that, in spite of all the sacks. But, Cincinnati, you got to protect your quarterback. That's your biggest investment.
Yes, sir.
So, quarterback, then the line.
That's exactly right.
Well, speaking of pro and playoffs, we got our man Reed Blankenship from West Limestone High School. Will be playing for the Eagles.
Yep.
Don't know if he's going to start or not, but he read an article from Philadelphia that he will be getting significant playing time. So
you got Quez from Athens as well.
And Quez from Athens. That's right.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
And you got my favorite player on the Eagles besides Reed, Landon Dickerson, left guard, the University of Alabama.
He brings the attitude to the event, the occasion. He sure does.
Yes, he does. And I really think, Tom, when Adam 12 and tomorrow is going to be the game where it's going to have to be Devontae Smith, because Wink Martindale, the guy from the D.C., I love calling him that. And by the way, I grew up in the 70s and 80s and watched Wink Martindale on these game show. Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. Tic-tac-toe.
He'll shut down A.J. Brown, so he's got to have a big game for the Eagles to win.
Oh, yeah. I would tell you a funny story. I was at Coach Bryant's last game in Memphis, and he came by the hotel there in Memphis. I saw him one day.
Really?
Awesome. He did, yeah.
That is awesome.
That's the only time I've ever seen him, and I remember that name for sure.
Awesome.
But, those should be some great games. I'm kind of pulling for Philadelphia and San Francisco to get to the championship. It's kind of personal, because maybe I can see D'Amico Ryans at the Super Bowl, and then see some of those players from the SEC, from Philadelphia, and of course the 49ers too, in the Super Bowl. So I'm kind of pulling for those two teams to get to the title game. I'm not against the Cowboys or the Giants, but I know some people from the Giants as well, and of course the Cowboys, that's always a big show. It'd be so many Cowboys fans over there. It'd be unbelievable. That ticket would be sky high.
Sky high.
Yep, sure would. Well, if you get a chance, look up Reed and Quez for us to tell them you're buddies with us here at Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we'll definitely get a chance to talk to them. Hopefully, if they make them available.
Yeah, that's right.
Last year, what they did was they had the press conferences 35 miles apart and only 45 minutes apart.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to pick a team. So I picked Cincinnati. I couldn't visit with the Rams that much. So I didn't like that. I hope they change it this year.
So,
we actually had Reed on Tailgate Talk back during
COVID
lockdown days when he was still at MTSU.
We zoomed it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You definitely got to text me in advance to remind me of that fact. I'll check with them for certain.
Sounds good.
That'd be great.
AP, tell us about As We See It, where we can hear you.
Yeah, As We See It is a show with AP and Kelly. As We See It, we discuss the Southeastern Conference, and we keep our eye on the national scene as well. You could hear it on 25 different outlets around the state of Alabama. Look on our website for the times. They play it on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. And our past guest this week was Jim Nagy of the Senior Bowl. We discussed all those players coming in and how he evaluates the talent and goes around the country and gets players from some of the schools maybe you're not aware of, or the audience might not be aware of, but he does a great job in the Senior Bowl. I think it's the 74th Senior Bowl, I think it is, something like that.
I remember it was the Kelly Springfield Senior Bowl many moons ago.
Yes, there was that. So that's February 4th. But so we have a guest every week, and like I said, and you can also hear every episode. You can go back and hear it on our Facebook page. the show's Facebook page, AP and Kelly As We See It.
That's great, buddy. Thanks for your time today. We appreciate it as always. Have a great weekend, bud.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, our Swami of the SEC, AP Steadham, on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to East Limestone's Taylor Farrer, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. She picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. We all know how the weather is here in Alabama. On some days, it can go from cold to hot in no time, and you need a system that can keep up. Athens Refrigeration and HVAC is owned and operated by industry experts, servicing all makes and models, whether residential or commercial. 24/7 availability, licensed, bonded, and insured. Don't be left out in the cold or heat. Call Athens Refrigeration and HVAC at 256-871-1571. Alabama certification numbers 22183 and 53483. Athens Refrigeration and HVAC.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're looking for an alternative to the insane prices of buying furniture, appliances, and electronics outright, why not consider rent-to-own at Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens? High quality at low prices. Top brands like GE, Maytag, Samsung, and Ashley. No credit approval and flexible payment options. See what you can take home today. Visit Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens at 600 South Jefferson Street in the Athens Shopping Center. Go online to buddyrents.com or call 206-9505. Buddy's Home Furnishings.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling? Paint peeling off your walls? Shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State Hometown Team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clements Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, this is Rusty Brand, head coach of the Athens Bible School varsity boys basketball team, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside 1 Adam 12 Dodson. Producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and Coach Clint Legg has graciously given up his seat for Coach Shane Childress, the Clements High School girls basketball coach. Pull that mic up a little higher there, brother.
Gotcha.
There you go.
There we are.
What, is this your first time on the show?
Second
time, okay. Oh, I had him on the phone. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, welcome, man.
First time in person.
First time in person. All right. Coach, is this your first year here at Clements?
This is my first year coaching.
First year coaching?
Yes. I was teaching math last year.
I will be.
Yeah. I think it'd been about 4 years since I'd coached. Probably 4 or 5.
Okay.
No, it might have been 5. 5 years since I'd coached. I'd coached the boys at Lawrence County High School.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And so, no, you go ahead, man.
Well, you really got the girls playing well right now. Talk to me about what you think about your team so far.
Well, I thought we had a chance to be where we're at, you know, starting the season. And looking at everything, I felt like we had a good chance to be right here where we're at and to have this opportunity before us, you know. And so we did. We fulfilled, kind of our end of the bargain.
Right.
So maybe, we'll come out and perform tonight. But, boy, we got our hands full.
Yeah, you got a very good opponent. Talk to me about them.
Yes, they beat us earlier in the year at their place. And it was a good game. I think it ended up, 11-12, something like that. But we had it to 3 twice with the ball in the fourth quarter.
Right.
So we put up a good fight early in the year there, and we did not shoot very well. So I'm hoping, as both teams have grown, we'll see where both teams are at tonight.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like all the Pistons will be firing tonight.
Yeah, and whoever makes some baskets, it's a game of momentum, and both teams make little runs. So if you can, make runs and control their runs, you're in good shape.
Now, obviously, the Childresses have been very known for, basketball.
Right.
But, you got some other good players on that team as well. Jenny Trent has really stepped up in a big way. So.
There's not a team around that wouldn't want Jenny Trent on their team.
Right.
She hustles and gets after it. I mean, all over the place. One gear, one motor. Practice, I don't care what it is. Jenny Trent is a ball player.
Absolutely.
Full or short. She's vital to this team.
Absolutely.
And Jaden. Now, Jaden don't get a lot of stats, but the things that Jaden Mackay does, they're not in the stat sheets. The talking, the communicating, getting everybody where they're supposed to be, the blocking out. Other people get rebounds because Jaden blocks out so good.
Right.
So that's 2 great seniors that I have. And then, of course, Taylor.
Yep.
Taylor's a bullet on the court, and, she's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
So
you got to give Travis a little credit for Jaden. He's if he did like the rest of the girls he had, he coached them from day one.
Yeah,
Travis is I call him a legend, but he's a stalwart in the rec leagues with his girls.
He's good at this program too for all the stuff he does. He's so loyal, and me and him have had a real good friendship this year. So
good.
I'm blessed to get to meet him and have him as a friend.
It's funny, I joke because my grandmother and his grandmother were first cousins, so that makes us 5th cousins. I'm like, hey, cuz, how you doing?
There you go.
I'll take a 5th cousin any day.
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, super dude.
He's right now picking up stuff at Sam's for the concession
Is
stand.
he really?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, talk to me about, this experience of Clements hosting this huge event.
Man, I'll be glad when this day's over. Let me tell you right now, I don't know how many trips I've made to Sam's, Walmart, and in the concession. Like, my family will be down there in that concession stand filling in, working constantly.
Yeah.
And it's put a lot of stress on us, but it's good because I have 4 daughters.
Right.
And,
so you've got 4 daughters as well.
I've got 4 daughters, yes. 2 of them, they're both older than the 9th and 10th grade.
Gotcha.
Leah and Josie. And they'll come help out at practice.
That's good.
I mean, when you got somebody on your court that played at UAB at the level that Rachel played at UAB, and she can come in there and move the kids around, and then Rebecca comes in, and she's 20, and so she'll help us when we scrimmage.
Yeah.
So, there'll be times there's 5 Childresses out there, trying to, and they love the girls the same. The girls love them.
Yep.
It's a great environment. Real good environment.
How old are your school-age children? What grade are they?
9th and 10th.
9th and 10th.
Josie's 9th and Leah's 10th.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're all something serious. I'm telling you.
I have no doubt.
Josie played a good game, and Josie's up and down, and she's real. She's young, real immature, and her body's not mature yet, and her mind's not real mature yet either. But when she's on, she's on. She's a problem.
Right.
She creates a problem, and I use her in spots here and there, as needed.
What about your team overall, age-wise? Are they upperclassmen?
We got the 2 seniors with Jaden and Jenny.
Right.
And then Taylor's 11th grade.
Okay.
And then after that, you've got Shakari Bailey's 10th grade, Bree Turner's 10th grade, Leah's 10th grade, Juicy is 9th grade, and Josie's 9th grade. And I've got a 7th grader whose last name's Malone that will be playing varsity.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw your face.
Yeah.
I saw their face, and they know that name.
Yeah.
And we've got high expectations for her. She'll get a lot of minutes on varsity next year.
That's great.
A lot of minutes.
So after win, lose, or draw, what's coming up after county tournament?
We've got 5 games before area, and I think, I'm not positive, but I'm about 80% sure we should be playing Lauderdale County here for the area.
Okay.
For the area tournament. Now, they've done it different this year. Do y'all know that?
As far as?
It don't go by coin flip.
Okay.
The coin flip's the last thing that'll happen, and more than likely that won't happen. See, we split with Lauderdale County.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's about 5 rules there that it goes by. Winning percentage against common opponents, winning percentage against 3A or better opponents, and then winning percentage against 3A opponents. And so, and I think we're going to nudge them out on one of those.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Talk about good environments. That would be a real good environment.
It'll be beats going over there to that environment.
You got that right.
That's rough.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
sometimes you got to play 8 when you go over on that environment.
Well,
not saying
I drove through a while ago, and the cops just flashed their lights at me, and I was doing the speed limit.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. You can get anything over there. You're out of town.
Yeah.
They'll let you know.
That's the truth.
They'll let you know.
You go 45 mile an hour from the sign to the sign.
You better. They serious about that now.
Yeah. It starts right about that Japanese-Mexican joint. Yeah. And then get it right past Witt's Barbecue.
Whenever you're driving there, somebody passes you, you go, they don't know.
I hope you get a ticket.
They don't know.
I hope you get a ticket.
Basically, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you keep going to Sam's. You got to be going 45 out there.
Yeah. We've had a lot of trips. But my team, I'm really proud of the girls, of their progress.
Yes.
From the beginning to now, there's things happening. Like for instance, we played Good Hope at Wallace State Monday. I wanted to get on that court in case we got there.
There you go.
And we're playing Good Hope. Number 1 team in 4A hadn't been beat.
Right.
And they get after it. And after the first quarter, we matched them. I mean, we rose up to that level and played. It was great. And in the second quarter, Leah come out of the game. Travis's girl, Jaden, had just hit a 3, but they counted off because Leah was about to throw up. And they stopped it right before she shot.
I'll be dang.
And so Leah comes running off the court and throws up over there in the garbage can behind the bench.
At least you made it to the garbage can.
Well, it's been about a minute or so, and I'm watching. I'm going, man, I can turn around to Kelly. I go, where's Leah? Where's Leah? And she points. She's still over there throwing up in the garbage can.
Wow.
It's the second quarter. We're down 10. Would have been 7.
Yeah.
Right. And I look over there and I go, hurry up.
It's only so much food in your stomach.
Come on. We need you. Stop this mess. Daddy.
Daddy. Walk it off.
Yeah. Rub some dirt on your belly and let's go. And so, hey, she did. She tried it. And look, that's why I'm saying this is that toughness is finally taking hold because Shikari was doing the same thing last night. And she come over that bench and she said, Coach, I'm ready. And I'm like, that's the girls you want to coach.
Exactly.
That I've seen David Weathers. I don't know if y'all know who he is.
Name's familiar.
He pitched in the major leagues.
Oh, that David Weathers, yes.
My daughter's, Leah and his daughter played AAU together.
Okay.
His daughter did that one time and throat was out the side of her mouth and she just does this on the bench and wipes on her shirt. And I go, are you okay? She goes, yes, sir, I am. And I go, that's the kids you want to coach.
Yes.
And Shikari to do that last night, that was a win. Regardless of the game, that was a win of attitude of what we're trying to the toughness we want.
The what do you call it? It's the
grit.
Well, it's when it's what you're trying to instill in the players. The word escapes me, but attitude's one of them. But it's like a community wide. Whatever, I'll think of it later.
Now, speaking of community, the community's been real supportive of the girls, too.
Clements community's great.
They have been, and I do a little Facebook page. I think some of y'all might know.
Yeah.
And we try to do positive. I don't put, when I watch a little bit, and you still see it some, it's a pet peeve of mine for a parent to go look and see how many points somebody scored.
Yeah.
I could care less.
Right.
I could have kept Josie in that game last night and said, get all you want, because she was hot.
Yeah.
Right.
But it wasn't the right thing to do. We needed other people and not tire somebody out because she was hot. I don't care. I don't care what you scored at that time. I'm gonna do what's right. And I don't post points. Right. Because we're a team, and we don't care who scores.
So you got a Facebook page. You have a Twitter account as well?
No, I don't.
Do I have a Twitter yet?
I had one, but I don't do it for basketball.
I meant for like Clements girls.
I don't do it for. I don't do it. I need to do one, but
okay.
I'm kind of going about 15 different directions as it is. But I put one on there at night after I settle down usually, and I'll type something up good about the girls or bad.
Shane, good luck to Coach.
Hey,
Sorry,
thank
Coach.
You.
Good
thank
luck.
you very much, man.
Good luck this evening.
Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community recognizes. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Hayden Blakely from Athens Bible School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great.
Located at 1880 Highway 72 East and 321 South Jefferson Street in Athens. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
Loose ball taken away. Warhawks have it. Nice little give and go. 2-on-1. Bucket is good.
Join Play Action Sports as we bring you coverage of Calhoun basketball this year. The Warhawks are tipping off their first season on the hardwood in over 20 years, and you can hear live action from men's and women's teams streamed on the PAS Plus app or online at pasnetwork.net. Check out the archives on the Play Action Sports website or on your favorite podcast platform, too. You can also hear select games on Sunday afternoons on WKAC Radio. Calhoun Warhawks basketball is back, and we're here to bring it to you from Play Action Sports.
Hey, everybody, this is former Auburn quarterback Ben Leard, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak.
It's just a freak show anyway.
Freak Daddy. How you doing, Clay?
I'm doing good, guys. How are y'all? Sound like y'all are having some fun.
Well, we're at the Limestone County basketball tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Clay Coleman on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. Yeah, the middle school boys are playing right now, so it's loud and sound like you eating.
Well, no, I just actually got in the car. I'm at the the North Alabama JV championships. So,
man, I've been watching some of these videos you put out of T-Bone. He's a friggin' beast, man.
Yeah, he's doing good. You know, today he was. I don't know. It's funny. He never played a JV football game, and then he has always wrestled up varsity ever since he was a freshman. So he was kind of wanting to have that where I never wrestled a JV or played JV football, went straight varsity. But
gotcha.
They're having him wrestle today, I think, to give him a little bit of hopefully a confidence boost. I told him, I said, hey, buddy, I was like, if you lose, today, then it's trouble. But when you're beating the varsity kids, you're all right.
Exactly.
But it's over at Bob Jones today. We got about 20 teams. So all the teams from North Alabama, all the middle schoolers, all the way up to all the JV guys. So another fun wrestling day.
Absolutely. Havoc squeaks one out. They can say squeak one out, or you can say dramatic win.
Yeah, no, they were down, and Fayetteville's a good team. They're placing, but all the teams are really, really close except the bottom two. So, but now we're 2 points out of first place. Roanoke and Peoria are in first, tied with points, and the Havoc are at 40 points. So, looking good. Last night they were down, and they ended up scoring the 2 goals in the third period. The last one with like 49 seconds left to go. So, a definite dramatic. And for those of the individuals that are wanting to go tonight, usually that carryover game is always fun. But I will say it looks like this could be the 6th sellout. So if you're wanting tickets, you're going to need to get to the Havoc office. It opens up at 12 today, so you'll need to jump on that pretty fast.
Man, years ago you never would have thought that Huntsville, Alabama would be selling out for a hockey team.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's more than just all of the people from out of town moving in. It's the people of the southern folks have really embraced it.
Absolutely. Well, and then it's hard to believe sometimes because if you haven't been in a situation where you're fortunate enough to go to a Predators game or a Titans game or whatever, there's certain individuals that they just have never been able to make it, whether it's being able to afford it or, whatever the deal is. So the Huntsville team becomes their professional team.
Yes.
They may even not be able to afford a ticket to go to see Bama play basketball or football, and it's just this is their opportunity. So I think it's grown, and complete kudos to my boss Keith Jeffries and the Havoc for constantly doing things to get better and become more entertaining, not settling for just this is who we are. I mean, the last game we had, they did the projection on the ice, which was probably you see it at all the national levels, but nobody's ever seen that on a local level. So we did the introductions, and last night they did it, and I've been told that they're going to do that every game through the rest of the year now. So if you've never seen it, it's pretty cool. Basically, big ice rink TV.
Kudos to management for taking it to that next level, man. I mean, this is definitely not your Charlestown Chiefs that you know and love.
Absolutely. I mean, last night they had Space Night, and in the intro, at one end of the ice, it had a space shuttle that launched and flew completely across the ice. It was pretty awesome.
Get back.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Now, during those early days, I got introduced to Buffalo Sabres up in the Dunlop where I worked. I got to travel to Buffalo a couple of times and went to a hockey game. So that's how I got introduced to it.
It's one of the sports where, people are hesitant because they think they may not understand it, or and it's kind of like, you don't have to really understand it. It's entertaining, and if you know nothing about hockey, you can go there and still have a good time. But I encourage you to look up some of the rules and kind of know some of the things. But it's very interesting.
The best thing that happened to hockey is they eliminated the rule that said you can't have a 2-line pass. I mean,
right.
You get a good break going. I understand offsides. That's all part of it. But the 2-lane pass I thought was the most ridiculous rule. What are we doing here? It's dribble 14 times before you take a shot. Hoosiers or something like that.
Yeah. And, I'm just now getting to where I can spot offsides. I mean,
really?
Before it was just like I would cheer whenever I knew when it was a score. But, understanding the rules, some of this stuff that you watch a guy take another guy out and you think, man, that's over the top. But it's hockey. So, I'm getting to where I understand it a little bit more.
Hockey.
But I still enjoy going. So
yeah, that's good.
Well, tonight they got the youth jersey, so the first, so many fans that are under 12 and under get a free replica jersey. That's pretty cool and
sweet. And
then we won't have 2 more games. We'll be back with on February 3rd and 4th. The 4th will be the annual Melissa George night. So, just it's cranking down. It's crazy how it's just already winding down. It went by pretty fast this year. But
Well, tell me, do they have a senior citizen night Left.
What are you doing that for Tim's birthday? Like you want him to be in the birthday suite tonight?
He's like 65 today, so I've been having a little fun at senior citizen jokes.
Yeah, that's okay. Our AARP fan of the game.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, everybody coming to hover around.
Everybody with your call, I've fallen in a can't get up button.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Grand Canyon.
These seats are brought to you in part by Depends because it's too far to the bathroom.
There you go.
I got a million of them.
Oh, boy.
That's great. Well, tell everybody where they can get tickets to tonight's game and tell them to hurry up because it's probably going to be another sellout.
Yeah, I would say, like I said, the Havoc office opens up at noon today. I would call the number, the 256-518-6160, and get your tickets. I mean, honest to goodness, I think that they said they had probably about 400 seats left when I left last night. So, I would definitely go. If you want to go and check out a fun game tonight, I would get those tickets early. But or if you're up and about, you got some time, drive downtown. And just walk into the box office or in the Havoc office to get your tickets.
That works. Thanks, brother. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Happy birthday, Tim.
He said thanks. He's got his other headphones on.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
See y'all later.
Let's see you, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Freak Daddy himself, Clay Coleman, coming in, First National Bank via hotline, making communities great. And ladies and gentlemen, the East Limestone Middle School boys defeats Elkmont. They done took the score off the board, but they are your county champions. Middle school. Yeah, a lot to it, a bunch to a little, for real. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Laura Humans, Tyrone Yarbrough, Jenny Sams, Ashley Dorn, Dorothy Settle, and Kristen Perry, this week's Howl with the Havoc winners. They each pick up tickets to see the Huntsville Havoc in action this season. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your name, and you may be our next winner. Tailgate Talk will be right back.
It's 2023, and it's the year of the gig. Gig Speed Internet has the power to change lives, starting right where you live. Slay your workouts this year. Stream your sets, track your runs, chart your gains. Call WKNT at 877-954-8748 to get your gig life started today. That's 877-954-8748.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is East Limestone baseball coach Adam Brown, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen, top of the hour, 11 o'clock, right on the dot. And our special guest segment is sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing. And this guy is truly special. He is a friend of the show. He comes on every year. Mr. Darryl Fuhrman, the Lettermen of the USA. Darryl, welcome back, bud.
guys. Thanks for having me on this morning.
Man. I'm sorry, go ahead.
How's everybody?
Everybody's good. I was telling Adam here just a little bit. I about hit a wall this morning because I fired up my smoker last night and smoked a big old Boston Bud all night long, and I'm getting a little hungry, but I'm also getting sleepy. But we get to talk to the world-famous Darryl Fuhrman, and that's just made my day, dude.
Hey, man, that's awesome. What an intro.
It'll build you up, buddy.
I'm telling you what. So, hey, guys, I appreciate you having us on this morning. We're having as you guys know, we're having our gala that's coming up. And we got it's going to be on the 3rd of February, 2023 at the club in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
Guys, we raise money for veterans. And we just happen to be former collegiate athletes that do it. And with that said, our military honoree is going to be Major General David Burford. And our athletic honoree is going to be, and General Burford is SOCOM retired. For your listening audience, that's Special Forces retired.
Wow.
And then our athletic honoree is SEC legend, All-American Ben Tamburello.
Really?
Auburn University.
There you go.
If I am not mistaken, Ben was the one that got Coach Bryant to retire. Because Coach Bryant offered, it was Pat Dye's early days, Coach Bryant wanted Ben to play for him at Alabama. And Ben was crying when he told him, Coach, I'm sorry, I'm committed to Auburn. And when they hung the phone up, well, what I read, Coach Bryant looked at whoever was standing there with him. He said, when you can't get the ones you want, it's time to retire.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how true that is, but I've read it, and I'm pretty sure that was Ben Tamburello. When you see him, ask him about that.
Well, maybe he'll come that night, and you can ask him too.
My job requires travel. I will just be getting back in town, so it'll be difficult to make it. But I do want to get down there one day.
Well, Ben's son, we're going to have the Marine Corps ROTC color guard that night. And the reason why we're having them is Ben's son is an Annapolis graduate and a former captain in the United States Marine Corps.
Wow. He ain't old enough to have kids that old. It was just yesterday he was playing for Auburn, right?
That's what I thought. But that's just one of the many things that are going to be going on that night. We're also going to have the legendary Kerry Goode there that night.
Oh, that's great.
And I just found this out yesterday. You guys ever heard of the Memphis Belle?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that story is a great story, but I had the Memphis Belle, the captain, who's deceased now, that was that Matthew Bodine played, in the 90s movie, The Memphis Belle.
Uh-huh. Right.
He's deceased, but his wife, Linda, will be there joining us that night, and you will be able to possibly bid on or purchase some items from the Memphis Belle.
Wow.
Sounds like y'all have quite a lineup and quite the festivities going on at this gala.
Yeah, and we're going to have our Granger auctioneer is going to be doing our live auction. We're going to have hunting. If you're a hunter, we're going to have hunting trips to Argentina. And we're going to have ski trips, NASCAR type deals. It's going to be a really cool night.
Yeah, it really sounds like it. And I guess talk to me about other things that are going to be going on. It sounds like there's just an endless list of things that are going to be happening. Like, is there going to be a really good dinner at this gala too?
Yeah, we're going to have the short ribs that night, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do. We're old football players. I always tell folks we raise money for veterans, but we're also former collegiate athletes, and we don't do rubber chickens.
we were just talking about rubber chickens over here, so I'm glad to hear that the food's going to be great. I'm glad to hear everything you're doing, and I guess talk to me a little bit more about how y'all are going to be helping veterans. I know that all the funds are going to help veterans, but in what ways are y'all going to be helping them, I guess, specifically?
For your listening audience that's not familiar with Lettermen USA, the Lettermen USA is a national 501c nonprofit organization that's based in central Alabama that takes the many diverse skills of former college athletes, current coaches, and former coaches, and we built a national platform. With that said, no money or no person in the Lettermen USA organization on the board of directors or any volunteer makes any money on the Lettermen USA.
Yeah.
All money goes towards whatever programs we are actually putting our money towards. And that's a good way for us to segue into this. As you guys know, Tim, you know about this. One of our oldest signature programs is something called Autographs for Heroes.
Yes.
It's been around for 11 years.
Okay.
We have now given 500 autographed footballs across the United States to World War II veterans, Vietnam veterans, Gulf War veterans, the current war veterans, to warriors across the United States who have come into Alabama on Heroes Week, which is put on by our mentor organization, the Semper Fi Community Task Force. That is the oldest program that we have. But one of the things that we always talked about when we started that program, it was a program for motivation. It was a program to thank these guys for their service. But now we're moving into a more hands-on program. And that's where I segue into, you guys already know about the programs like Wheels for Heroes, the personal mobility aid program. You already and I'll come back to, about Homes for Heroes. But we have new programs. For instance, we have a new program called Interiors for Heroes. And Interiors for Heroes is where we get a homeless veteran off the street working with folks like the VA, the Salvation Army, Priority Veteran, and we put this person or this individual, because we've already done one female here in Birmingham, Alabama. We put them in an apartment that they get, and we furnish it from head to toe to where it looks like an Airbnb. So literally from the flat screen television to the washer and dryer.
Wow.
When this veteran shows up with the clothes on their back and turns some key, and they have a new Airbnb apartment. So, wow. And I apologize, I'm having a little bit hard time hearing, but anyway, on top of that, we have several other programs that allows me to segue into, and that is Utilities for Heroes program, which is where we take these guys who they can't pay their power bill, they can't pay their water bill, and we go to the power company and we pay that bill for them. And then we have Foods for Heroes, and Food for Heroes is where we will leave certain veterans a refrigerator full of food. And then our final program that we just started is Rent for Heroes, and we've done a couple of those, and that's where we actually pay the rent of the veterans who can't afford to pay the rent.
Wow. And all of this started with some autographed footballs, is that correct?
Oh, yeah, it started with some autographed footballs in a flag football game that was played back on August 13th, 2011 between former Alabama and Auburn players. If you guys remember in the early days when I used to come on here, I always talked about how that crimson jersey had a lot of power in the state of Alabama.
Yes.
But so does that royal blue jersey.
It does.
And if you combine them with a little bit of Word of God, there's no program you can't take on in the state of Alabama.
I remember seeing that. That was that the same flag football game they played after the tornadoes come through?
That's correct. They raised $150,000 for the Governor's Emergency Relief Fund. I also would just love to tell your audience this: Ben Tamburello was one of the players in that game that night.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
And y'all won by 1 point.
Yeah, thank the Lord, or they would have hung the football coach that came up with that idea.
Do you know the guy?
Never heard of him.
That's great.
I just heard some black players walking back from the Friday night practice before the game, the night before, saying, come Saturday night and we're walking back to the locker room and we've lost this game, we're going to hang you know what that came up with this idea.
It is funny. The Word of God is powerful, and yes, coupled with whatever means we use to spread that gospel. If you can use the navy blue or the crimson and white, then by all means, man, it's a wonderful thing. And what you guys are doing is for charity and for not for charity, it's for real people. Is amazing.
Let me tell your audience one more thing. Look, if you're an Auburn fan or an Alabama fan or a UAB fan, a North Alabama fan, whatever your team is, if you're also looking to join another team, consider joining in the Lettermen of the USA. I promise you will never, ever be sorry you did so. You can go to lotusa.org and become a part of this. And if you give $100 today, you can get some merchandise. Hey guys, we got merch now. As they sell American Idol, we got merch.
For sure.
So you can go to LOTUSA, and if you guys haven't been out to the new website, it's redesigned where it's iPhone and Android friendly, meaning you don't have to click on it. You can just scroll. You just go to LOTUSA.org, LOTUSA.org, and you can get your tickets for the gala, but you can also, if you can't make the gala, if you want to help us take care of some World War II veterans that's coming to this thing, or some Korean War veterans that's coming to the 1 Yard Time Gala, just go out and make a contribution to the Lettermen of the USA at LOTUSA.org.
That's great.
And I want to tell you, this gala, I've been to a couple of them. I wasn't able to go last year, and I'm not going to be able to go this year either. But I'm going to tell you, it's something else. I mean, the auctions.
The most patriotic event you'll ever see.
Yeah. Well, aside from that, I mean, you talked about the food. I mean, the auction. I guess they're going to have a silent auction too going on too, right?
Yeah, we'll have a silent auction. If you're Regions is one of our sponsors, but this year they're giving us what you see on their commercials. We'll have a Regions bike that you can bid on.
Ching ching.
And you can also there'll be Memphis Belle paraphernalia. Mm-hmm. There'll be paintings from Daniel Moore and Steve Skipper. If you're a big Auburn fan, we'll have the famous Andre Bruce, Kerry Good painting from Daniel Moore on a canvas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you mentioned Kerry being there. I mean, you meet other former players. Cornelius Bennett, I guess he'll be there again.
Really?
This year?
Here's the folks that normally come. If you're an Auburn fan, Todd Bowen of Auburn University will be there. Ernest Wallace. We'll also have Scott Swatzel of Ole Miss. We'll have Hoss Johnson of the University of Alabama. Tommy Chandler of Auburn University. We'll have Rob Shelby of Auburn University.
Rob.
We'll have special guest Tony Richards from Auburn University will be with us that night.
From the undefeated team in 19, Terry Bowden's first year.
Yes, that's correct. And we'll have Kermit Kent's always makes an appendix. We'll also have, in the past, Bobby Humphrey's been with us.
Okay.
Yep.
So we just have a whole Chris Moore, University of Alabama.
Yep.
Kurt Jarvis, Hoss Johnson. Everybody knows Hoss Johnson up in North Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just a whole night of military folks as well. I have some special guests that you'll have me back on. We'll come and talk about those as well.
Well,
we'll have Noah Galloway with us that night as well.
Okay.
Kind of changing subjects here. How are you doing? I know you had that health scare, a few years ago.
Good Lord has blessed me. It's 3 years now, if you guys don't know, that I guess I had a pretty had a pretty rough one. And, you know, I'm still here for whatever reason. And, you know, we've got a lot of things that we're trying to accomplish now. And, you know, one of them is if you're a veteran in the state of Alabama, you don't want to be homeless, we've got a program that we're working on with a consortium of other type universities and other organizations. You don't have to be. And as time goes on, I'll be willing to reveal more about that in the coming days.
Okay. All right. So give us, before we let you go, give us details on how folks can get involved with this again.
Yeah, just go to LOTUSA, LOTUSA.org. If you want to join a team, you'll never be sorry if you join this team. This is a great team of individuals that are impacting our nation's veterans, both on a state level and a national level.
Well, Darryl, thank you so much, buddy, for calling in, and we appreciate it. God bless you, and best of luck and raise a lot of money, and hopefully one of these days I'm going to be able to get down there.
Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
You too.
You too.
You too, Darryl. Ladies and gentlemen, special guest, Darryl Fuhrman, LOTUSA.org, brought to you on the special guest hotline, sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Missed part of this week's Tailgate Talk? Go online to tailgatetalk.net and hear the archives. Call or text us with your comments during the show at 256-812-1848. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
We all know how the weather is here in Alabama. On some days, it can go from cold to hot in no time, and you need a system that can keep up. Athens Refrigeration and HVAC is owned and operated by industry experts, servicing all makes and models, whether residential or commercial. 24/7 availability, licensed, bonded, and insured. Don't be left out in the cold or heat. Call Athens Refrigeration and HVAC at 256-871-1571. Alabama certification numbers 22183 and 53483. Athens Refrigeration and HVAC.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 800 Highway 72 West, Suite K in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is Darryl Fuhrman, former linebacker at the University of Alabama, Crimson Tide. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tom Cat, alongside 1 Adam, 12 Dodson. producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert. And right before we started coming on there, I felt the sneeze coming. It's slowly walking its way to the distance. I'm glad I didn't have to do that. Well, we've got a minute here, Adam, to talk about a few things, man. What you got on your mind?
Well, it sounds like we want to do a little bit of a sort of a preview for what we're going to do next week's show with the top 20 stories of the year. We still haven't had a chance to do it yet. I've been a rambling man, going to many places recently, many being one place in Birmingham. But, so I guess we can just talk about a few of what we'll talk about next week, just kind of the top stories of the year. And, some county related, some Athens related. So, for Athens related, you got, probably number one would be the softball team winning the state title.
Yes.
That was probably the biggest victory for our athletics program out of any. East got really close with girls soccer. Lindsay Lane got really close with baseball.
Right.
And, we've had, Lindsay Lane's gotten close with volleyball too. But for Athens to actually do it at the 6A level was a pretty big deal. And we got the sneeze coming on, or are we good?
No, that was just a cough.
Good deal.
I'm a hot mess this morning.
And honestly, I think it would be a lot bigger deal. It was already a big deal last year with Quez Watkins and Reed Blankenship playing for the Eagles and both contributing significantly.
Yes.
And to the point where I'm pretty sure Quez is considered one of the Batmans. They got Swole Batman, who's AJ Brown.
Right.
I can't remember what Devontae is. He may just be Batman for all I know.
Right.
But Quez is just to be included in that. Reed to be getting playing time and significantly contributing.
Significant, yeah.
That'll be probably a bigger story this year if the Eagles could go and win the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to jinx anything. I know they play later tonight, don't they?
Yeah, 7:30, 7:15 tonight.
Right. And I picked the Giants in the paper, and no one's murdered me yet.
Oh, okay. So that was why you was thinking people might be hating on you or something.
No, that was more just a joke. But no, I just I don't want to go against my guys.
Say what? Shane was great, man.
Yeah, Shane was great. We got Mayhem back. We got
Coach Mayhem back is here.
Yeah, and Shane Childress, like I said, he's one of my favorite people to talk to, and he proves it time and time again. Every single time I talk to him, he's just great. Like I said, he'll tell you how it is, and he'll talk about Sam's Club. Seems like he's a really big Sam's Club guy.
Yeah,
spends his life there. He told somebody a while ago it was on the chip aisle. Where did I get that? That's on the chip aisle. It's on the chip aisle. Okay. I guess he goes there enough. That means our concession stand's doing good, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, no,
well, you can't sell it if you don't have it. So if he's there and he's got it, that's good.
Yeah, it amazes me the people that enjoy something called Crispitos.
Crispitos. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Good stuff.
We had them here at Clements in the lunchroom. They put cheese sauce on them, and now I could refer to that now as gut bomb.
It's fixing to say it's heartburn's waiting to happen.
Yes. I can just see Shane Childress. He knows when the discounts are going on at Sam's Club. He'll definitely stay there to eat the pizza.
Absolutely. But
Costco's got the $1.50 hot dog.
Does he make the rounds of all the sample?
Yeah, he goes every sample. He looks at all the TVs. He probably watches all the TV shows on those TVs.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's done a great job.
Oh yeah.
Changing the culture here.
Culture. That's the word I was trying to think of.
There you go.
There you go, guys.
Well, we were talking to
Did you say culture, Tom? Or I thought I heard you say roll tide.
No, I'd say roll tide.
I'm sorry.
We was talking to Shane, and I'm trying to think of the word that he's changing. Yeah. His girls, the team is changing its culture.
Yeah, he's done a good job, and like I said, when you bring in two kids at work, his kids are the coach's daughters, but, man, they work hard at the game. They shoot. On days that they don't even have to be here, they're here early in the morning. It's been a good attitude. Positive attitudes are always contagious, and there's all.
But they're also supremely talented as well.
Oh, without a doubt. But they've made our best we had before them a lot better, and that's huge too. The Farrah girls have gotten a lot better. Jeannie Trent, another good. She's one of the, senior with Jaden Mackier out there. I know he talked about them, and man, they've come out of the shell and doing real well. I'm real proud of where we are. I know he told you about them not losing to Good Hope, but I think Good Hope beats an all-star team of our county. They're that good.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
He told us a story about his girl that was puking in the second quarter.
I can't remember if it was Josie or Leah, which one it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Well, tonight.
Tough girls.
They are. And, tonight, it's East Limestone's camped out here. They'll be here for a while. They got a lot of teams in this. And
they do.
Right now we're watching Ardmore girls and East junior high girls. Both those teams are, man, they're good. Those kids have played a lot of basketball. And, Zach Kane's one of the best players East Limestone got. His little sister plays middle school, and she's right there with, what Jamie is. Jamie Kane, we call him Squirrel at Clements. It's his kids, and they play well. And Jamie's daddy was Pete Malone, that's a little bit older than he's probably 82, 81 graduate of Clements down here. So it's running in the family, but they move out there to East Limestone to be closer to Madison where they go to work every day.
Right.
It is what it is, but like I said, there's a lot of representation here. I think everybody's got a team somewhere along the way in the championship series here we got going on.
Yeah, I noticed that Ardmore seems to be pretty well represented in some of these title games as well.
They sure are. I mean, like I said, two of the larger schools, and I'm not going to get into a lot more kids to pick from. That's not it. But why these girls are so good is they've all played together throughout the rec league system in the county and TVBA, which is a great thing for young kids, and that's where we need to be at Clements. We don't have enough participation, and to me, to be a good softball player, you need to play softball out, not year round, but kind of sort of almost. And these girls have bought into basketball, and they play a lot of basketball. And when we get that sold here at Clements, and the need for stronger summer leagues and travel leagues, whatever you want to call it, then we'll get better here at Clements. But so far, we're in a good spot. I think we got two good basketball coaches, two good basketball minds in both sports. Softball starting up. I got a great softball coach. She's a Hall of Famer at UNA and in the Gulf South Conference. And Seth Hamilton, he's a Clements guy, and they're down there working as we speak. I mean, he's having to teach high school kids simple things like how to get behind the fly ball, how to throw the glove side when they're cutting off the ball, just little things that has never been taught. They're behind a little bit working, but they are working, and I'm very satisfied in that.
That's good. What you got, Tim?
But I am looking for a volleyball coach if one of you guys want one. That's what I regret is Bama Zach was such a intimidating force in sand volleyball.
Won't set spike it. That's the way we like it, man.
I'm just joking. But anyway, yeah, we're looking for one, and I'm not going to settle. I'm going to, as everybody asks me, you ain't got nobody yet. I'm going to find a good one before I put somebody in charge.
There you go.
Yeah, I did have something, and now my old age is making me forget.
Like me and that culture word I was trying to think of earlier. It just wasn't coming out.
Hey, I have those days every day. I didn't want to say it like that. Not really here, but on my way home talking to my wife, I have those days a lot. I wish I wouldn't have said it like that. So, man, but I do. But anyway, like I said, man, this has been a undertaking, man. I would give all the credit in the world to our staff, our teachers, Mr. Pirtle, my assistant principal, and it takes a lot to do this, man. It's been nonstop since Monday morning at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, Shane said he would be glad when this day is over.
He will. And hey, something else too. One of your sponsors, P4, they've been here every day throughout, and David's down there now, Sellers, and man, they have such a good staff, and those people out there are so good to our athletes and do a good job. And for all of you out there that's got kids that get injured in sports, take them to somewhere, whatever you choose to go. But if you go along the lines of orthopedics, sports orthopedics, you're going to get your kid back on the field. Whereas if you go to a doc in the box, as I like to call it, they'll just write them a note to be out of sports for 6 weeks. And 6 weeks in football is the whole season.
Yes, it is.
Right. So you get just trust your trainers. The whole county has good ones, and
absolutely
go with that. Man, I can't tell you how good they do for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of dedicated people, and that's one thing I really noticed during football season was a representative at every single county game, whether it's Clements, West Limestone, and those people are that's a lot of dedication to do that, on a Friday night or, on a Saturday at 10 a.m.
It really is. And, man, our hospital up there provides ambulances to everywhere. They do a good job of that, especially during football season. And now we know by watching Monday Night Football how important it is to have medical care, and we do a good job of repping bad situations. And it made me think we're going to continue. We're going to amp that up a little bit more. But that was an amazing. I've watched Monday Night Football since I was born, from Howard Cosell to Don Meredith to those guys that was on there, Troy Aikman now. I've never seen anything like that, and I don't want. The first thing that come to mind for me, guys, was I'm a football guy, and it's kind of a shot in the gut to football, because now there's a parent out there that's going, I'm not letting my son play because I don't want that to happen to him. But, Tom, you've been around football, and you guys have too. I have never seen that in the million games I've watched ever happen.
I've only heard of it one other time, and I don't know if it was a Monday night game, but it was before my time. Dad was younger, and a guy had a heart attack and died on the field in the NFL. Yeah. But that was years before this one right here.
Right.
I've never, little kid, they said that injury occurs with little kids. Like, that's why the little kids, if your son or daughter's playing baseball at 6, 7, 8 years old, they make those compression shirts with a small pad that fits over your heart, over your chest. I suggest everybody wears one of those. That will save that injury. But, the only other thing I can remember was back in the 70s, there was a professional wrestler by the name of Ox Baker that had the heart punch. You remember that guy? Gordon Soley said he's destroyed and maimed and killed over 70 people throughout the United States.
Well, we remember in Kill Bill Volume 2, the 5-point palm heart technique.
That's right. That is exactly right. But no, all seriously, they do a great job, and man, that's something I think each athletic director here, is really looking at now is the safety of our athletes.
Right. That was the 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Well, I thought you made a really good point where you talked about, even though it was an unprecedented situation, the medical personnel were ready on the spit. Ready on the spit, and they did their job and revived them on the field, and to the point where some people think he may play football again. I'm a little skeptical of that, but if he wants to try, more power to him.
I'm sure he wants to.
Yeah.
That's right. A lot of things working for him. The best doctors in Buffalo work for the Buffalo Bills, number one.
Yes.
Immediate care, number two. The hospital, for you guys that know where Applebee's, I hope everybody knows where Applebee's is. It was like driving from Applebee's about to Taco Bell there on Jefferson Street.
Yeah.
Real close proximity to the stadium. That helped him a lot too.
Yeah, and it sounds like, with Cincinnati too, is a lot of the University of Cincinnati medical personnel. It sounds like they have a partnership with the Cincinnati Bengals, and it sounds like they just did an incredible job. And I'm glad to hear that because of that, it's trickled down to the county level where y'all are paying attention to it.
We are, and I want to make a correction here. Coach Harold Merle, one of my favorite Little League coaches, coached basketball at Athens State. Make this clear. It's not Cincinnati. It's Cincinnati, guys.
Cincinnati.
Right.
Cincinnati. Missouri.
It is.
Missouri. Cincinnati.
And it's Colorado, if you know folks from Colorado.
I'm going to tell you this before I go. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this guy coming up here to talk to you guys. Jake Moran was a small, young, just barely walking when I was coaching football at Tanner. His family's one of my favorite families from Tanner. Junior Moran, his dad, did everything in the world. He was a go-to guy at Tanner. Brandon, his brother, was one of our best receivers at Tanner. His brother Lee was closer to our age. Tom played at Tanner, was a great athlete. And Jake's doing a great job out there at East coaching basketball with these guys they got. But I'm just so proud of him, and he'll be coming up here soon, so I just want to throw my plug in. I'm proud of the job Jake's doing at East Limestone.
You got it, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this commercial. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
You can help Limestone County student athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Mason Butler from Clements High School, and I love First National Bank. They make it easy for me to balance school, work, and my social life. With convenient services like online banking, bill pay, and the mobile app, I can take care of my finances without having to worry. I can check my balance, transfer funds, and I was even able to apply for my checking account online. First National Bank, making communities great.
Located at 1880 Highway 72 East and 321 South Jefferson Street in Athens. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Addiction can have a crippling effect on everyone involved, leading to health problems and behavioral disorders. SOAR Addiction Recovery can help with their comprehensive and confidential treatment. SOAR understands the heartache and pain of addiction and can empower you to re-engage in a meaningful life. If you or someone you know needs help, don't wait. Call SOAR Addiction Recovery. That's SOAR at 374-3858. Located at 30521 Ardmore Avenue in Ardmore. It's time for you to soar. Call now, 374-3858. SOAR Addiction Recovery.
Hey, this is James Clements boys basketball coach Frank Sullivan, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, Old Time Cat, alongside 1 Adam 12 Dodson, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. It's his birthday today. Y'all find him on the Facebook and wish him a happy birthday. And we've got joining us Jake Moran, the head coach of the East Limestone boys, will be playing in the finals tonight, dude.
Yes, sir.
Are you nervous?
No, I don't typically get too nervous, but no, excited for our guys to have this opportunity. It's a big game. It's always a big tournament every year, and we had a really good night Thursday night. So hopefully that translates into the game tonight. So looking forward to it.
Talk to me a little bit about your opponent.
We play West Limestone. They're really good, man. They run their stuff to perfection. They play really hard. They have the one thing we don't have is 6'4", 6'5" guy and Patterson. So he's really good around the rim. He takes care of the ball. So we got to do a good job on him, keeping him off the glass and getting after their guards. So they got a really good guard in the Helms kid. So we got to do a good job on him, making sure he's not feeling comfortable. So that's kind of the thing, and we gotta play well offensively. So
I know Helms. He's only a few games removed from a 30-point outing, so I know he'll be a good matchup for y'all for sure.
Yeah, it'll be a good game, man. I'm looking forward to it, and it'll be a good county championship game between two really good teams, and just kind of get us both ready going for area tournament coming up in the next few weeks. So
and I'm pretty sure this is a rematch of last year's county title game too.
It is. East beat them last year. Obviously I wasn't at East last year, but East beat them in the championship last year. So I'm sure they'll be looking for their revenge, but hopefully we come out and do what we're supposed to do tonight.
Yeah, and it sounds like y'all are really starting to find your stride, really starting to play some good basketball. Talk to me what you've seen recently out of your team.
We've had some really good games. We had, kind of started hitting our stride, and then we ran into we had one of our worst shooting nights against MA at home, probably our worst shooting night of the year, and so they beat us at home, and then we faced a really good Hartselle team. They beat us, but other than those 2 games, man, we've been playing really good basketball.
Right.
The guys are kind of, starting to kind of gel, starting to click a little bit, and hopefully we're at that point where it just keeps going up from here.
Absolutely.
Your matchups against West Limestone, maybe you just address that. How many times have y'all played this year?
We played once. We played them early on in the year. It was early November. We played them at our place. We beat them. Really good game. They got hot late and cut into the deficit, but we hung on, hit some free throws at the end to keep the lead. We were missing a couple guys at that point in the year, so we're starting to kind of getting everybody healthy, getting everybody minutes that they're accustomed to or what our expectation was. So hopefully it'll be a good game for us tonight.
I asked Coach Childress this. After county tournament, what's ahead for East Limestone?
We got Priceville at home Monday for senior night. Then we go on the road to Buckhorn, on the road to West Limestone, and then we finish off the year at Athens before area tournament. So we got pretty good games coming up. Pretty good, 4 good opponents to get us ready for area tournament play.
Man, it's insane that y'all are already about to have senior night.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like – it feels like the season started yesterday. Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's even more the case.
It's flown by this year, that's for sure. It goes by fast when you're having fun, you're having success, and, you're enjoying what you're doing. These guys have made it really good and really fun and an enjoyable year. So really looking forward to it. Don't want it to end anytime soon.
So Coach Legg, before you came on, was real high on you, man. He was telling stories about, about your family and everything. You got a good favorite Coach Legg story you want to share with everybody?
Probably none that I can share out loud, but no, I've known when I was a young kid, Coach Legg coached my brother in football, so I've been around him, man, probably ever since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
He helped coach football at Tanner, and my older brothers played for him, and I was just their water boy running around. So I've kind of known him my whole life, and then, when I got hired at East, he had worked at East, so we talked a lot about that, but just a good guy, always trying to promote his school and his team. So, that's about it.
That's good. That's good. Well, Coach, good luck tonight. Keep everybody healthy, and best of luck on the game.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to, before we go, this was Jake Moran, the head coach of the East Limestone Indians. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Tailgate Talk is on Facebook. Just search for Applebee's Tailgate Talk, like our page, and post your questions, comments, or ideas for the show. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back on 1080 WKAC. If you're looking for an alternative to the insane prices of buying furniture, appliances, and electronics outright, why not consider rent-to-own at Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens? High quality at low prices. Top brands like GE, Maytag, Samsung, and Ashley. No credit approval and flexible payment options. See what you can take home today. Visit Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens at 600 South Jefferson Street in the Athens Shopping Center. Go online to buddyrents.com or call 206-9505. Buddy's Home Furnishings.
It's 2023, and it's the year of the gig. Gig Speed Internet has the power to change lives, starting right where you live. Slay your workouts this year. Stream your sets, track your runs, chart your gains. Call WKNT at 877-954-8748 to get your gig life started today. That's 877-954-8748.
When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Tailgate Talk.
Hey, this is former Alabama defensive lineman Reggie Grimes, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the gymnasium for the county tournament of Clements High School Colts. This is our second game that's playing right now. East Limestone Middle School boys won the first one, and I don't know if this is the 9th grade team playing up there, but East Limestone is leading Ardmore currently. So, but we drug him. I mean, he was so dedicated that he was out sweeping the floor between the halves. Clements boys coach, well, Flitter, my brain done went dead. Kyle Owens, God darn it. Kyle, I know better than that, dude. Coach Owens, I just apologize.
That's okay.
I am embarrassed.
It happens all the time. I try to remember stuff, and you're so busy all the time, it doesn't come out sometimes. But I appreciate y'all having me.
Man, appreciate you taking your time. Like I said, it was what in the Sam Hill, those red socks you got on, dude?
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario. I mean, between his shoe game and your sock game, it's just out of control over here.
We're crazy.
I love socks.
There you go.
I've got Dachshund socks. I've got Abominable Snowman socks.
There you go.
Do you wear crazy socks every time you coach?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day I wear them.
What's the backstory behind that?
I don't know. It's just something I guess I kind of started. You know, one Christmas you might get a pair of crazy socks.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and you're like, hey, I like those.
Yeah.
And I tell you, my first year coaching at Ardmore, I wore some socks that had tigers on them. And I'm like, we're going to be ready to go. And we got beat pretty badly. And I'm like, these socks, I can't wear them anymore.
No, you can't wear them anymore.
But every year I would try to bring it back. I'm going to try it first game of the season, see if I can get that good look. Never could. I had to burn them.
My wife started
Probably a good call.
Early in our relationship. Happy socks.
Right.
Happy socks. Happy socks. Next thing I know, I've got a drawer full. I'm like, thank you, darling. I love you, but I can only wear them one day.
That's exactly right.
What do the players think about you wearing some crazy socks?
Well, they like to check and see what I'm wearing because I told them, I said, my personality is whatever I'm feeling like that day is what the socks I put on.
Oh, there you go.
So one day I might have on Incredible Hulk socks. They know I'm angry. Stay away from me.
Watch out.
That's
Watch
right.
out.
Tim's got Superman shoes on now.
No, that's what I'm saying. The shoe game and the sock game combined.
See, I like those. I like those a lot.
Yeah, my son gave me those.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
First year coaching at Clements, right?
Yes, sir.
How's the season going so far?
Well, it's one of those where you feel like you're coming in and you're taking a group that's new. So not only are they getting used to me, but I'm getting used to them. And it's taken a long time to get used to each other. But I think that we're starting to actually gel together. But like I said, it's not just me being new. We've had a couple kids move in too. Mm-hmm. So we're all just trying to figure each other out. But, here lately we're starting to play better, which is what you want. You want to play better this time of the year.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Things are going in the right direction. This week's a little hard because I'm so preoccupied and my mind's everywhere else that we try to practice, but it's just we're not really – it's just weird because, you're not really preparing for anything. So next week we got 2 weeks to play some games, and then we're going straight in the area tournament. So it's been up and down. Like I said, one day we look really good, and then the next game we look like we never practiced. So it's just it's growing pains. I feel like maybe it's like how those college coaches feel when they bring in that all freshman group, and they're trying to get them good for right now when really you need to get them good for in the future.
The transfer portal.
That's right.
Get a couple of 6'8", 6'9" kids in.
Yeah. So our goal is to try to build from this year and move on to the success that we can have later on.
And what will those final 2 weeks look like for y'all?
Well, we're going to East Lawrence, which is a tough place to play.
Yes,
and then I think we get West Limestone at home, so those are 2 tough games.
Yep.
I think we close up with Lindsay Lane there, and then Rogers comes in here for senior night. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, those are all interesting games.
Right,
yeah.
and you just have to tell kids, guys, we're playing these games to get ready for that one game. All you got to do is win the one game in area tournament. So everything, don't get discouraged. Go play those games, try to win them, but if you don't, learn something from them, even if we lose.
Come back the next day, be ready.
Hopefully
ready to work.
That tough schedule gets us ready to go for when we need to be ready. So.
Well, yeah, I remember talking to you before the season and you talking about how that tough schedule is going to try to get you ready for this moment, like right now and 2 weeks from now.
That's right.
So sounds like you're happy with where y'all are trying to peak at the right time.
I'm happy. It's sometimes I think it's hard to get kids to understand because they don't see the fruits of their benefit right away. Everything they're doing, all that labor, all that hard work they're putting in, they're not seeing the fruits grow, the tree grow fruit right now.
Yeah.
But we can see long term. As coaches, we have to think long term, and kids want that instant gratification.
Well,
so it's hard to get them to see it.
Well, I see that the Kentucky Lanyard, and it's all like Coach Cal. You get all the talent in the world. It's not just going to happen immediately.
It's not.
And I think Cal knows that probably more than the players know that.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay. Well, he doesn't keep them long enough either.
That's right.
That's true.
A whole new team
you
every
get them
year.
4 years.
That's right. You get a whole new team every year. So
you don't have the one and dones most of the time.
Most of the time you don't.
No.
But it's coming. We'll see it trickle down to the high school level. What can you offer me and my image and this means something
Lord
too?
have mercy.
It'll happen.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
I won't be here, but it'll happen.
Exactly.
And that will be the Wild West even more than it is in college
That's
right now.
exactly right.
So where are you guys as far as area position? I mean, standings and all that.
We lost to Lauderdale County twice.
Okay.
Us and Elkmont split regular season games. So we really don't know where we stand with that because I think some things have changed. Used to they'd flip a coin, and I don't think they do that anymore.
Yeah.
No, that's what Legg and Childress were saying.
Talking about
something about common opponents and all that stuff. And we've struggled a little bit. We haven't won as many games as I would like. So I think when it comes down to it, we're going to be probably the 3 seed with Elkmont being the 2. We've already played Elkmont 3 times. Don't have to play them a 4th time in area.
Really?
So you get to know each other. And I like Eric Smith a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I'm tired of playing him.
It's only so many times.
Yeah. So that's what it's looking like for us.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So, if I would have told you before the season that y'all be in this position now where you are peaking right now, you'd be.
I'd be thrilled about it.
Yeah.
I told my kids the other night that I'm from Tanner originally.
Yeah.
I played basketball there. I coached there, where we expected to go and play in a postseason type thing. That's what we wanted. Anything less was just a disappointment.
Yeah.
And here in the last 6 or 7 years I coached, that opportunity was really hard because of areas you were in. You have to play Lee, you have to play Jennison. Now I'm coming back where you can have that opportunity. If you'll work hard and do the things we ask you to do, you have an opportunity to win games, and we're trying to get those kids to understand that. Don't take these things for granted.
Right.
And sometimes kids do.
Yeah,
so that's one of the big things we're trying to push.
So you think you can get there, long run success.
Long term, yes.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure we're ready right now. But long term, if the kids will buy into what we're trying to sell them, I think that they can see that there is some success where some schools you might go, we can work as hard as we want to. It's not going to matter. But here, if you'll just put in the work, good things will happen.
And I on a lighter note, I said this about Jake Moran with his pullover. I'm liking your pullover too.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's really hot though. It looks good, but it's really hot.
I'm sure, man. There's a lot of people in here.
The swag has stepped up its game.
Yeah,
here.
Limestone County's not messing around.
No, you have to look
absolutely
good.
Not.
You have to look good first. You know, that's what the kids tell us.
Gosh,
that's great.
Yeah, Coach Childress was talking about. Well, y'all had tables set up where you were selling T-shirts up here before, and I guess I don't know if you're doing it downstairs.
We are
today.
We are. We saved this whole place for y'all.
Oh, all right.
And we only needed this little bit. This little corner.
That's right.
And this was about the only space that I got a good signal too. So if I go a little bit farther that way, then it just goes away.
I understand. Welcome to Clements.
Exactly.
I guess your birthday gift has been we've had service the entire time throughout the show.
It's been.
I don't believe in jinxes, as you can tell.
So who are some of your guys that kind of look to step up and all that kind of jazz?
I knew coming in that they had Dylan Patrick last year. You know, really good player, goes and plays college basketball.
Yes.
That was going to be the biggest hole we had to replace.
Yep.
We got lucky and had a little quick guard moved in from May Jemison. Never really played basketball before. So we're trying to get him along, moving him along. The better he gets, the better we become. Mm-hmm. So he's one guy that we really put a lot on him. And right now it's hard because he's never played organized ball.
Really?
So it's hard for him to understand how hard I am on him and why I'm so hard on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the main guy. And then, of course, we got Big Brady Moore in the middle. We depend on him to do a lot. Jaden Gilbert to do all the fast things that most kids can't do because he's so fast.
Exactly.
We count on Putman to make some shots, other guys to make shots. So, you know, you count on all those guys to step up and just hopefully that one game it all comes together and they all do the things that they're good at doing. So
I hear you.
That's where we are.
So, well, never mind.
Well, you know, you got to.
That's no fair, Tim.
Well, what I know about Moore is, you know, he was a big leader in football.
Right.
Is it a lot of the same in basketball?
It is a lot of the same in that. I mean, he's no nonsense. You know, he's all business all the time.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys that he realizes as the game goes on, he lets the game come to him. He can step out and knock out the three, but if he needs to go inside and score, he'll do that. And that's the kind of things that I think, even if he doesn't verbalize it, he's showing them I'll do whatever it takes to help us get a bucket. So
he doesn't let anyone punk him either.
No.
No.
He's a big kid. There was one day in practice that it got a little physical, which it can happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And I told one of my assistant coaches, I said, if he starts and he grabs one of those kids, I'm not breaking it up. I'm not getting in the way of that.
Big dude.
He is a big guy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I think it's real cool. One thing I remember about him, one thing that Coach Parker told me is that, you know, he would pick up players from practice. Yeah. Like, you don't have an excuse to miss practice.
Yeah.
I can pick you up.
That's exactly right.
And I just think that says a lot about him. And, you know, Jaden, I know, is a lot of the same way, and Putman is a lot of the same way.
Yeah.
So I find that very interesting.
Really good kids. I've enjoyed coaching them this year. They're just really good kids.
Yeah.
So.
And how do you feel like the tournament itself has gone? Clements hosting this tournament.
I think it's going great. I mean, I absolutely love the county tournament. I mean, this is 3 years in a row that I've been involved with it. Mm-hmm. But I would like to just go wherever it is. I want to be there all the time because I just love it. I love how we've not had this many people in the gym all year long, and it's just the atmosphere, the kids getting to play, everybody's behaving themselves and just having fun.
Yes.
It's just been great. I love everything about it. The smell of the popcorn. Y'all being here, everything about it, I love it. So I think it's going great.
Well, maybe Limestone County can just have a county tournament coordinator.
Yeah, I don't want the responsibility. I want to be here. I'll help keep the floors clean and all that. I'll make sure I hang the signs up, but I don't want the responsibility.
No, okay.
You suggest that to Rusty Bates.
Yeah.
That's right. And Rusty does a good job with this, and there's so many people here that do such a good job. So many behind the scenes things that make this thing work, and I think, like I said, I think it's going well.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that the whole Childress family and the extended family has been helping out in the concession stand.
Oh yeah, they've pretty much run that thing, and it's a well-oiled machine because they've done it, all year long. And I haven't stepped foot in there once, and that's the first time I've been at a county tournament where I didn't work in a concession stand a lot.
Oh, there
so
you
it
go.
leaves me to do everything else. Yeah. So, like I said, lots of help, and it's running smooth because of it. So
good deal.
That's good stuff.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're closing it out here with Coach Kyle Owens, at Clements High School boys basketball coach, and we're done. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to be playing basketball all day long out here at Clements High School. Come watch some games. $7 right now, $10 maybe for the varsity.
Nah, I don't even know.
I don't know. Heck, I don't care. Bring some money. Come out and eat some popcorn. Watch some good basketball.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of 1 Adam 12 Dodson, Coach Kyle Owens, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. My name's Tom McClung, old Tom Kent. We ain't got to go home, but we got to get ourselves up out of here. We'll see you next Saturday.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling? Paint peeling off your walls? Shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured. Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
If you're looking for an alternative to the insane prices of buying furniture, appliances, and electronics outright, why not consider rent-to-own at Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens? High quality at low prices. Top brands like GE, Maytag, Samsung, and Ashley. No credit approval and flexible payment options. See what you can take home today. Visit Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens at 600 South Jefferson Street in the Athens Shopping Center. Go online to buddyrents.com or call 206-9505. Buddy's Home Furnishings. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Join us next Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1080 WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.